Hi, I'm Rita. Welcome back to my booktube channel, Life Worth Reading. And welcome to the first reading vlog of 2023. This is not my official first vlog. I had already filmed one, but it did not go well because I ended up DNFing my first book of 2023, which was The Echo Chamber by John Boyne, a book that I picked up from my library and that I was really enjoying before it got outrageously transphobic, which made me DNF it at 300 out of 500 pages. So I read 300 pages only for this book and this author to turn out to be transphobic. Forgetting that, I do want to talk about the purpose of this reading vlog, what's going to be happening this week, what I'm reading, and all of that. So this week, it's going to be a very exciting week for me because I'm actually going to travel a little bit, which I don't usually get to do. And it's going to be so exciting. I'm going to Madrid to meet one of my friends, and it's going to be just incredible. She's studying there, and I don't know, I haven't been to Spain or Madrid since I was like 11 or something like that. So it's going to be really exciting. I'm leaving on Wednesday. Today's Monday. And I'm just going to stay there for like 3 days. I'm coming back on Saturday, but I'm just so excited about it. This is going to be a little like a travel vlog, which is also really fun. And I need to decide what books I'm going to read and all of that. And I'm just very excited. I'm very happy. So let's start to talk about the book that I'm currently reading, what I'm currently listening to, and my plans for today and for the rest of the week. So after DNFing The Echo Chamber, I actually started reading Nevermore, which is a book that I also got from my library. And this is by Jessica Townsend. This is The Trials of Morgan Crow, book 1 in the Nevermore series. And I had seen this before in my library and I was always intrigued, but it just didn't feel like the right timing because I'm usually a middle grade person. But I just decided to give it a try and I'm actually really enjoying this book. It's almost 500 pages, but it's large print. And so only yesterday I've already read 125 and I'm really enjoying it. It's about Morgan Crow. She is a cursed child in this fantasy world where she is destined to die on her 12th birthday, and she always brings bad luck to everyone around them and curses. But then on the night that she is supposed to die, she is actually swooped away and taken to this magical world called the Wondrous Society, and she has to face some trials to actually get into the society. And it's really fun so far. I like Morgan. I like what's happening. It's a middle grade, so it's not exactly something that I'm going to necessarily love or be a favorite, but it's just really refreshing read and I'm really enjoying it. So this is a book that I want to finish before I leave on Wednesday. I don't want to bring this, and the way that I've been reading has been so fast that I'm sure I'm going to be able to finish this one. So that's my plan, is to finish this book today or tomorrow before I leave. And then in terms of listening, I am listening to Bliss Montage by Ling Ma. This is my first audiobook that I've read this year. I finished one that I was reading since last year, but this is my first official audiobook of 2023, and this is the author of Severance, which I haven't read, but it's just a couple of short stories. So far, it has been about Los Angeles, and it's kind of a satire. And so far, I'm liking it. It has mentions of domestic abuse, though, and violence, but other than that, I'm enjoying it. And that's the audiobook that I'm currently listening to. And in terms of books, that's all that I gotta say. I'm not sure what book I'm going to start after I finish Nevermore, but I'll figure that out. And right now, like I said, it was a Monday. I filmed my favorite books of 2022 video. I'm going to edit tonight. And now I have to go deliver a parcel that's of something that I sold. And I'm just going for a little walk. I might go to the library because I need to give back The Echo Chamber. I no longer want this book around. And I also need to pick up a hold for Paper Girls, actually, which is a graphic novel that I've heard a lot of people talking about and that I've never read before. And I don't know, because it's kind of rainy outside. It has been raining on and off all day. So right now I'm just going to leave my parcel at the store. And if the weather is good and I feel like it, I'm going to go to the library and give back The Echo Chamber and see if there's anything else that I want to pick up. But if not, I'll just come back home and start reading right away. So I will see you in a little bit. This is kind of an awkward setup. I look a little bit weird, but let's talk just briefly, very briefly, before I go to bed about Nevermore. I am currently on page 320, which means I only have this much left. I read like 200 pages today because it's such an easy read. It's such large print and it just flows so nicely. So I'm definitely going to finish it up tomorrow, and I'm really enjoying it. It is definitely for a younger audience, which means that the trials aspect that I usually really love in books is not as detailed, and it's not as in-depth as in other books for older audiences. For example, it's coming to mind like An Ember in the Ashes. There was a trials element that was very deep and brutal and very in-depth, and sometimes I don't like when trials go a little bit over too long. So I definitely enjoyed the briefness of this, but also it doesn't feel like quite enough. I wish we could have a little bit more of it because it's such a fun trope that I love. But what we are getting, I am enjoying, and I love mystery in any kind of setting, even if it is for a younger audience. And there are some mysterious aspects to this that I was really expecting, and we are getting some revelations, and I'm just very excited to find out what Morgan's talent is, why she was picked to be part of the society, because we don't know yet. And I'm just very excited overall to continue to read this, and I think I'm going to be continuing on with the series, which I wasn't expecting, but it just flows so nicely, and I want to know more about what happens in this world. And yeah, now I'm off to bed. I'm tired. I didn't edit the video that I filmed, but it's fine, I'll edit it tomorrow. But yeah, that's kind of all that I gotta say, so good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Hello, is it weird that I'm in my kitchen for this clip? I just wanted a little bit of a change of scenery. It's really dark in my room right now, so I just thought that we could change it up, and now I'm in my kitchen, baby. Let's do this. So I just wanted to tell you that I did finish Nevermore, which was my big goal for today. I'm very happy that I finished this book, and I ended up really enjoying it. I think that I'm going to be giving it like 3.75, but rounded up to a 4 because I really enjoyed it, and I had kind of low expectations because I am not a middle grade person. So I had lower expectations than I would normally going into a book. So I really enjoyed this. I thought that the reveals were fun. I thought that the whole setting was fun. I particularly really liked the characters. I liked our main character. I care very deeply about Morgan, about what she has going on. I liked her friends. I liked the competition trials aspect to it. I thought, like all other middle grades, that it didn't dive as deep as a YA fantasy would, for example, in terms of the competition and the trials and the mystery itself. But of course you can't expect a middle grade to go as in-depth as other books targeted for an older audience. So for what this book was, I thought it was incredible. I will be continuing on with the series, which I really wasn't expecting. Is that bad that I'm starting a new series? Maybe, but I'm just very happy that I read this book. And sorry, my brother walked into the kitchen and I completely forgot what I was saying. I think I was saying that, yeah, it was like a really nice change of pace to read a book that's this much fun and this relaxed, and I'm just very glad that I read it. And I'm not sure what book I'm going to start next because I need to organize my trip tomorrow. I'm a little bit nervous about it. I don't have a lot of luggage, but I need to organize my stuff, and I'm still wondering if I should take like a physical book, if I should take my iPad, if I should take my Kindle. I'm just at so much to decide, right? And I really wanted to go for a walk today, and I really wanted to go to the library, but it's been an awful weather today. It's been raining a lot and it's so windy. It's so disgusting outside that I really just don't feel like going outside. So I think that I won't go to the library, which honestly I'm not missing out a lot because I go to the library a lot in my vlogs and you don't need to see that again. But when I do go, I will be giving back the Echo Chamber, and I also will be giving back Nevermore, and probably swapping them out for other newer books that I'm excited about. But yeah, I just wanted to say that this is my first like really good read of the year. Right, my first was a DNF, and then I finished an audiobook that I started last year, and that I only just finished now, which I also gave like 3.5, and I really liked it. But this is like my first strong like a read that I liked, and it just put me in the mood to read more, although I'm not sure what. And that's kind of it. That's kind of what's going on. I thought I was going out today, but oh God, I really just don't feel like it. The weather is awful, and whenever the weather is this bad, I don't feel like going on walks. So I think I'm just going to stay at home and read something else, even though I again don't know what to read yet. But I will see you soon, and I will let you know. Hello, good morning, and welcome to the beginning of the travel section of this vlog, because today is the day that I'll be traveling. I'm going off to Madrid today, and I've already packed all of my stuff. I only need to pack my camera still. And what else? I've decided that I'm only going to bring my Kindle. I have some books downloaded onto there, aka the rest of the Morgan Crow series, which I might continue on with. And I also have my audiobooks on SCRIBD on my phone. I'm currently still listening to Bliss Montage by Ling Ma, which I'm probably going to continue on with today. And I think that's it. I'm just very excited to go. I'm also a little bit nervous. I hate flying. I really, really do. But it's going to be okay. It's only 1 hour. So here's to hoping that it goes well. And get ready for some travel B-roll. Editing voiceover here. I wanted to actually tell you what I did on my trip because I did an update throughout. As you can see, I got to Madrid pretty late on Wednesday, and I ended up not doing anything. We just went to sleep, and then the next day on Thursday, the first thing that I did was go to a bookstore, which of course I had to do it. I didn't buy anything yet, but it was just a beautiful bookstore, and I really enjoyed the display of English books. It was incredible. Then we went to go grab some brunch. We went to a place called Brunch It, and the food was so good. I had a savory French toast with mushrooms and kale chips and spicy chili oil. It was really, really nice. Then we went to the biggest park, like public park in Madrid, which is El Retiro, and it is absolutely stunning, and it is so enormous. You can get lost in it. I will admit, because it was a very gray day and, you know, it was winter, it wasn't as pretty because the trees are all bare, but it is still very, very beautiful. And inside of it, there's a Crystal Palace, which I show here. There was like some sort of exhibition going on inside where they had like a really big fog machine, and so you couldn't properly see, but it made things very aesthetic.
Then my friend actually had an exam at university, so I actually ended up walking around a little bit by myself. It was very cold and it ended up raining, so I went to a bookstore. And then I just settled in a Starbucks and just read my book. I was reading The Wondersmith, The Calling of Morgan Crow, and I was just there for like 2 hours or something, just reading and chilling because it was raining and it was so cold outside. On to the next day. On Friday, we actually ended up going to the Prado Museum, which was it's one of my favorite museums ever, and unfortunately you can't photograph or film inside, so I have no footage of inside the Prado Museum, but it is well worth the visit. And then we went to get some ramen, which was so good, one of the best ramens I've ever eaten. And we just spent the whole day walking around. We got a bubble tea, we got some churros, and then we went to, I think this is Plaza de España. I'm not sure if it's that or Plaza Mayor, I can't remember, but it's one of those. And then near the end of the day, we actually found a place called Books and Coffee, which is a coffee shop or like a little restaurant that has a lot of books in there, and they were all for sale. I couldn't find anything that I actually liked, but it was a great experience. Finally, on my last day, we went to another museum, which is called the Thyssen-Bornemisza Museum, and it was very aesthetic. I still prefer the Prado Museum a lot more. It's much bigger. It has a lot more stuff, but this museum was actually pretty nice as well. It has a nice range of styles and times. It has a lot of modern things. It has a lot of old things, and this is actually a private collection that they've opened up to the public. But the color of the walls was really beautiful. I found it to be a very aesthetically pleasing place, and I had a great time in there.
Hello, I thought that I would film my update in a different place today. I'm in my living room, and I was just wanting a change of scenery. But I do want to update this vlog. As you can see, I have come back from my trip. I actually came back a little bit ago, but I haven't finished this vlog yet. But I did want to show you everything that I got in Madrid. It was such a wonderful trip. I'm so thankful to have been able to go, to have the company of one of my best friends, to have visited so many beautiful places, and it was just an incredible trip. I'm very thankful. And it was my first little travel vlog, which I haven't edited yet, and I think I might have put in some clips of me talking now, added them later, because I didn't like actually update you through the trips. I was a little bit embarrassed, so I didn't do that. And I just wanted to tell you about the things that I got, so like a little haul. And oh my god, I'm looking very white. Hold on. Okay, that's a little bit better. Just a little haul of what I got, a book, some gifts that I got for myself from museums that I went to, and also to update you because I did finish the Nevermore, The Wondersmith, The Calling of Morgan Crow, so the second book in the Nevermore series, and I do want to update because I just finished and it was so good, y'all. But okay, let's start. For the little things that I got some things from the Prado Museum, which is one of my favorite museums in the whole world. I had been there when I was like 11 or something, and I remember loving it, but I didn't really remember it, and I went a little crazy in the gift shop, okay? I went a little crazy, so I got myself lots of postcards, which I love. I love postcards, and I just got a whole lot of them because, you know, it's just what it is. So I got this painting. It's really big, and I want to put it in my room. This is from Juan de Arnaldo, and it's just, oh my god, it's so gorgeous. I do want to put this up in my room. And then for the actual postcards that I got 3 from the Prado Museum. This is the first one that I got. This is from Goya, which is one of my favorite painters. And oh my god, I love this painting so much. It brings me just so much joy. it has such a good, I don't know, it has such a good vibe to it. I really love this one. Then I got The Three Graces by Ruben, which oh my god, I also love this painting. The beautiful female energy is just incredible, and I love this painting. And then I also got this one, which I absolutely adore because it has so much information that I could just stare at it all day. So I got this one for me, as if I didn't get all the other ones for me as well. And then I also got some bookmarks. These are magnetic bookmarks, and I got it from the same paintings that I got the postcard. I got this one, the Goya one, and then also The Three Graces. Look how gorgeous it is. I mean, come on, it's just amazing. And then I also got a little magnet for my fridge. It's for my mom. It's just peaches, which I thought were so cute. And then from another museum, which is called the Thyssen Museum, I got these two postcards. This one, I also really love this painting. I have no idea why, I just really do. And I also got this one, which is just a cabinet, but I thought it was so cute. I don't know why. I just really like this cabinet, and it's from an anonymous painter. No one knows who painted it, but I really like it. As you can see, I had a great time at the museums. I do love me some art, and I love bringing postcards with me. I think it's one of the most amazing gifts you can get yourself. And then also on my trip, I got a book, which is so exciting because I promised myself that I would buy a book that I wanted to buy, but I haven't seen in stores here in Portugal. And so the one that I got is Lonely Castle in the Mirror by Mizuki Tujimura. And oh my god, it's gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm not usually like the biggest pink fan. I don't have a lot of pink stuff, but there's something about it. I really like it. And I've heard wonderful things about this book. It is honestly an allegory or like a metaphor for loneliness in Japan kids, but it is about 6 kids who find in their mirrors like a pathway to a castle, and if they don't do certain stuff on there will be like terrible consequences. And it's just really about loneliness and about sadness, you know, Lonely Castle in the Mirror. But I am really excited to read it, and I'm just so happy with the things that I did get, especially my bookmarks and my postcards. It was just a wonderful trip, and I hope that when I edit it, I can make it as beautiful. Ooh. I can make it look as beautiful as it actually was. And my final update before I finish this vlog is that I did just finish Nevermore book 2. Oh my god, it was so good. Like, I never thought that I would be a middle grade person, and look at me now. Literally, like, I had such a good time reading that book. I love Morgan. I love all the kids. It was just so good. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4.5, and I'm just so excited to start on the next one. Like, I'm literally starting the next one today. I can't stop reading this series, and I'm so happy that a new book comes out this year because it's been 3 years since the last one. And if I had to wait more than just a couple of months, I think I would lose my freaking mind. So I'm very glad that I finally read this book. It was incredible. The storyline in this one was so good. The characters, twists, just like the actual setting and the mystery throughout it, and the plot was, it was really good. It was incredible. And I think that that's it. I do want to thank you for watching this vlog and for coming along on my trip with me. I still don't know how long this vlog will be, but hopefully if it's a longer vlog, you won't mind it. And I think that's it. I had a really good time on my trip. I'm very thankful. I start school today, which is not as exciting, but you know, has to be done. And I think that that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more bookish content, and I'll see you in my next video. I hope you have a nice day, and always remember that life is worth reading.